Unbound Theatre presents The Chronicles of Professor Chronomier, Temper and Temporality, written by Dario and performed by Erika Sanderson. Epilogue, 18th of July, 1817. All was still in the frail woman's room. No more wafts of summer breeze disturbed the curtains, and the intense sunshine had been dampened by the clouds. There was something perpetually grey about the room now, where once the sunlight had illuminated every colour and made it shine. Now all that remained were the dull hues of the wooden furniture and plain walls. Lying in the bed, the woman's breathing had become calmer, but still arduous. A faint rasping was all to be heard in the room as she struggled to draw air into her lungs. Her mind was similarly subdued. No more phrases erupting and devolving into fine words of compassion and insight. No more album of fond memories. She could hear the door as it opened. Though her eyes were still unable to discern who had entered, something about the figure brought colour back to her thoughts, and a feeling of ease grew in her as the visitor knelt beside the bed. It was a woman. The timbre of her breathing was so familiar. She felt her lean close.
"My dear Jane," she said softly, "it is so very heartening to see you again."
The colour in her mind shone a deep royal blue. She tried to move, but the pain was too great.
No, be still. I promise the aching will pass soon," the visitor said with sadness. "I must be quick. Your brother Henry never leaves you for long. I snuck in through the drawing-room window. May have smashed a vase. Sorry about that."
The colour changed to a lighter blue, pulsing like a laugh.
"I know he visited you yesterday. I hope it didn't cause too much discomfort."
And now it was dark, a raven-like black.
"I feared he'd leave me no time to see you, but I'm glad I have the opportunity. I believe this is yours."
Something cold was pressed gently to her head, and the colour in her mind changed again to a deep, florid purple. A bolt of light shot painlessly through her mind, and the purple too began to change. It glowed until it was a vivid white, then separated out to every colour she could imagine. And there they were again. Every face, every facade, every tree and every sky. Every second of every day, retold in an instant. A golden hue hung over the memories. Every recollection of every year, some lived so many times over. The tingling sensation on her forehead subsided, and, just for a moment, she breathed easily with the vibrant patchwork of memories filling her mind. The sun began to emerge from behind the clouds, and warm light filled the room once again. A faint smile played across the ill woman's lips, and her visitor reciprocated with a melancholy grin. She regarded a clear glass medallion in her hand, and then placed it in a pocket of her battered frock-coat. It was time to leave.
"Farewell, Jane,"
she said softly before rising to her feet. She held her gaze a few seconds longer, and then turned to go. As she pulled the door gently closed, 3 words followed her.
"Thank you, Elizabeth."
Professor Chronomier closed the door and walked quietly away. The Chronicles of Professor Chronomier, Temper and Temporality, an Unbound Theatre production, written by Dario and performed by Erika Sanderson, with music by Kevin MacLeod.